videos, we looked at various scenarios for Odoo 19 inventory accounting. Now what I want to look at is the closing process. So to do that, we need to have some active data in our system. So I added several different sales and purchases. In sales, we have two different sales. One that was invoiced, not delivered, and we have another that has been delivered but not invoiced. Similarly, if we look at our purchases, we have one purchase which was received but not billed, and another one which was billed but not received. And we're going to use all of that to make sure that we can account for this at closing time. Now, just to set the stage, if we go to inventory, we look at our stock, we have $143.75 in stock for our inventoried items. Now, if we go to accounting and we look at review and we go to inventory valuation, we'll see that our stock valuation currently holds a balance of $297.50 and our ending stock should be $143.75 as we've seen in the stock subledger. So there's a delta of $153.75 based on the various moves. Now each day, this journal entry is going to get automatically posted. However, in our example right now, we are going to post this manually. So let's go ahead and click on Create Entry, and we'll click on Post. So now our balance sheet is going to reflect our actual inventory subledger, and they're both going to be in sync, which is going to leave a balance inside of our stock interim of $153.75. All right. So all that's doing is bringing the two in sync. So we have our balance sheet and subledger in sync. That all happens pre-close. That would happen automatically. Let's say now it's the next day and we want to begin our closing process. So what we need to do is correct for all of the timing scenarios, right? There's going to be things like goods that were invoiced but not received that we looked at, goods that were received but not invoiced, products delivered without an invoice, and invoices posted before delivery. So the entries we're about to create don't change inventory. They temporarily adjust the balance sheet so that it's correct at closing and that all the revenue automatically will reverse the next day, or rather not the revenue, all of the entries will reverse the next day. So let's look at the first scenario. Under the review tab, we'll go to bills. So we'll look at purchases and we'll look at bills to receive. So in this scenario, if we click on this, the goods are physically in stock, but the vendor bill hasn't been posted yet. So we have not received the vendor bill from our vendor, or we just haven't got around to posting it. At closing, we need to stay. So we need the inventory to stay on the balance sheet, of course, but we can't recognize a payable without a bill. So Odoo temporarily moves the value into a bills to receive asset account or any other asset account that we have set up. And this keeps the inventory correct and avoids recognizing AP too early. So the entry will reverse automatically the next day. So presumably we are setting this to the last day of the month. Right here, we would set this, let's say we were in, January 2nd or 3rd, we would set it to the 31st. Here, I'm just going to stay on the 25th for the sake of example. And we're going to click on Create Accrual Entry. Now for our accrual account, we're going to select our bills to receive. So this is our bills to receive account. We can create this entry, which is automatically going to reverse the next day, which will make the period end accurate. So we're going to debit $125 to our stock interim, and we're going to credit our bills to receive. So we'll click on Create Entry here. It'll create two entries, one right now and one that will reverse automatically the next business day. We need to do the same thing with the rest of the accounts. So the next thing is our deferred expenses. The next thing is our bills not received. So here the vendor bill exists, but the goods aren't in stock yet. At closing, we don't want the inventory or expense recognized early. So Odoo moves the value into a billed not received asset account. So that's just the account that we've created. So we'll click on Create Journal Entry or Accrual Entry, and we'll select the bills not received. So moving that into the bills not received is going to debit $250 to our bill not received. for the unit price and credit our stock interim. Again, it's going to automatically reverse the next day. So moving on to there, we have our sales. So we have invoices to be issued and invoiced not delivered. So invoices to be issued, in this case, the goods have been delivered, but the customer invoices have not been posted yet. We earned the value, so to speak, but AR doesn't exist yet. At closing, Odoo temporarily holds that value in an invoice to be issued asset account. This keeps the inventory and revenue aligned until the invoices are actually posted, and that's why we end up reversing it right away. So it's really just about having that snapshot at the end of the period. So here we're going to select our invoices to be issued. So we have invoices to be issued. We'll click on create account or create entry, and we'll move on to the next one, which is the same concept here. We'll select all. We'll click on create accrual entry, and we'll select our invoice not delivered account. And here the customer invoice exists, but the goods have not been delivered yet. So at closing, we don't want to recognize the COGS or reduce inventory prematurely, which we've already done. So we have to reverse that temporarily, and then it will reverse. The reversal will reverse, and then moving into the next period, once we deliver it, it'll all work out and take on its normal form. So this again is about creating a temporary snapshot. So let's click on create entry. So again, all of these entries exist for the same reason, and it's just about timing. They don't change stock, they don't create real revenue or expenses, and they all reverse the next day. So at this point, the balance sheet is correct at the closing date. Inventory reflects what we physically own, and nothing has been recognized too early. On day one of the next period, right, because usually we would do this for the last day of the month or the last day of the period, all the entries reverse and then normal operations continue so that we don't have to do anything special after this. We would continue this process at every closing period to account for whatever has been, for the timing sake of that period. So now if we go into our balance sheet, we'll see that in our inventory valuation account, we have 143.75. In our invoice not delivered, we have minus 100. Invoices to be issued 150, bills not received 250, bills to receive 125, and our stock interim still holds a value of 21.25. Okay. So now that next day, all of those journal entries would be posted. So I'm going to move on to a specific date here, and I'm going to set to the 26th, and I'm going to include draft entries. So now we have all of that cleared out, and we have our inventory valuation and our stock interim here. So now that kind of goes back to what we've started with before we did all of those entries. And if we were to close out all of those sales and purchases, so here if I go into sales, we have to deliver these goods. So I'll validate this entry. I have to create an invoice for these goods that were already delivered, and I'll validate this entry. In purchases, I will create a bill for PO number 2 and fully receive PO number 3. So now if I go to my bills, create bill for PO number 2. Let's set this to the 26th. And now if I go to my balance sheet, we're going to need to create our inventory valuation. So actually what I'm going to do here is go to my on-posted journal entries. I'm going to post all of these. And I'm going to go into our balance sheet. And let's view this. And now we need to make our adjustment entry. This would happen automatically, of course. And now if we go to our balance sheet, we have an inventory valuation of 336.25. And if I go into my inventory report stock, we have 336.25. But if we were to go to our accounting balance sheet and look at what it was today, you'll have a snapshot, and presumably this would be the end of the period, of completely accurate balance sheet as well as profit and loss statement for that particular closing period, right? Because we would have offset any of the COGS and income that should not have been recognized yet. All right, so that is the closing process. Hope that explains and clears things up, what you're supposed to do during the closing process.